continuation of the components of the diesel power plant. So engine cooling system. So the diesel engine cooling system will consist of the coolant pumps, so water cooling towers. So as you see here, so of the spray pond, so water treatment or filtration plant. So then connecting pipe works. The heat produced due to the combustion of the diesel in the diesel engine. So, but some parts of this heat will rise the temperature of the different parts of the engine. So, the need of an engine cooling system is very much essential to reduce the effect of this high temperature on the parts of the diesel engine. So high temperature will cause permanent damage to the machine. So it is essential to maintain the overall temperature of the engine to a tolerance limit. So the cooling system of this power station will do this job exactly. So so that it will carry the heat from the diesel engine to keep its temperature within the safe limits. So the water pump will be circulating water to the cylinder of the diesel engine to carry away the heat. So as you see here, so the water pump will be okay. So the water will be carrying the heat away from the diesel engine, right? So you can see here the water pump. So we have the heat exchanger here. So then the cooling tower will be used for the same water reuse. So that means the water which is used to reduce the temperature will not be getting wasted. So the same water, so which is carrying the heat, will get heated up. So that temperature of the water to be reduced. So it will be brought to the normal temperature using the water cooling towers, so that the cooling system requires a water source, water pump and the cooling tower here. So the water which takes the heat away from the engine will become hot. So this hot water, as I said, so it is cooled by the cooling towers and it will be recirculated for cooling. So then engine lubrication system. So this is the line diagram of the engine lubrication system. So this consists of lubricating oil pump. So oil pump is here. So then we have the lubrication oil tank. So we have the filters here, coolers, purifiers. So we have here air coolers, so purifiers and connecting pipes. So this system will provide the lubricating oil to the moving parts of the system to reduce the friction between them, so that the wear and tear of the engine parts will be getting reduced. So each component of the diesel power plant should be justified with the line diagram, and some few lines of explanation is needed for each component. So then another question will be asked is how do you start the diesel engine? So that is engine starting system. So the function of the starting system is to start the engine from standstill, or the diesel engine which is in cold conditions, by supplying the compressed air. So for starting the diesel engine, initial rotation of the engine shaft is required until the firing start and the unit runs with its own power. So the diesel engine will not get started just by switching on the engine. So for small diesel engine set, the initial rotation of the shaft will be provided by the handles. But for large diesel power station, manual rotation of the shaft is not possible. So compressed air will be used for starting the engine. So this the engine starting system will consist of the storage, compressed air tank, self-starter, auxiliary engines, and electrical runner. Then the steps are how to start the diesel engine. Starting of the small engine. So small sets diesel engine, the smaller capacity diesel engines can be started manually. When it has to be started by an auxiliary or the supporting engine, so the auxiliary engine is disengaged by the main engine and started by the hand. When this auxiliary engine gets warmed up, it is geared with the main engine so that the main engine will start to rotate. After that, within few seconds, the auxiliary engine can be disengaged. Then the third method is starting with the help of the batteries. So to start the electrical motor, batteries will be used. So the motor is geared with the diesel engine, so it will start rotating with the motor and it will start the engine in few seconds. And as it picks up the speed, the motor will get disengaged automatically. In some cases, the motor will work as a generator. So this will further help to charge the batteries fitted in the engine along with the engine. So then starting with the help of the compressed air. So a large capacity diesel engine, so that is which is producing power electricity of 75 kilowatts and more than that. Such diesel engines will be started with the help of the compressed air. So the diesel engines are started with the help of compressed air. So following procedure will be adopted. First of all, open the compressed air valve, then starting a lever operated. So then all the air should be cut off in the first combustion, then open the ventilating valve, then start the engine after 2 or 3 revolutions. So this is how the diesel engine will get started.